Hey everyone, it's me. So we're back here with another iCivics game. This one is Race to Ratify. It's basically like the Constitution. Okay. Delaware. So basically, like, these pieces mark states whose ratification conventions are coming up. Delaware will convene soon. Talk to the people. Let's hear what the people think about the new Constitution. Thomas Stevens. Yeah. New York, Thomas Stevens. Hello, sir. I couldn't help but overhear your discussion about the proposed Constitution. Would you be able to tell me a little more about it? Of course. I'm sure you've done your reading. There is much back and forth in the papers. What do you want to know? I've heard people upset with the Constitution. I'm not sure it is that simple. Those calling for a Bill of Rights are missing the point that this whole Constitution acts as a Bill of Rights for the nation. There isn't a need for an additional one. Doesn't each state have their own? You just help me make my point. I argue that a Bill of Rights isn't needed at all. If states already have them, then the list of rights are protected in those lists as well. Individual liberties are protected all over the place. States take the bill. States have their own Bill of Rights, and the liberties are already expressly protected. Thank you for your time. Okay, so I think that guy was Federalist. Yeah, the Antifederalists. I know that guy was an Antifederalist. Jane Green. G'day, ma'am. You have a lovely inn. I've been traveling the country listening to your perspectives on the new Constitution. Would you mind sharing your thoughts on the subject with me? As the owner of this pretty place, I talk to a lot of people. Nearly everyone's discussions come out of Philadelphia. On the whole, I'm not much of a fan of this new Constitution, as it makes the government a bit too powerful for my taste. No king, please. Could you give me an example? It's hard to pick just one, but I do think that the federal court system is too broad in what it can do and what it can't do it. Can you help me understand this? The way the judicial branch is set up, more and more cases will go to federal courts rather than heard to state courts. It's going to allow the federal government to overturn state laws here and there, and weaken states in general. But wait, doesn't if a court case has to go through the states, doesn't it? Jurisdiction creep. Federal courts should undermine the states, constantly under threat of having the laws overturned. That's not going to happen. Your insights are much appreciated. The first state convention is fast approaching. Hurriedly drafting the table. Start to compose a pamphlet. Hello again. At this point, you've had two competing perspectives from the American people. The time has come for you to advocate the nation and the course of action you feel is in the best interest. First, you must choose which side of the debate you will defend and promote. You also need to select a catchy pen name, as is a fashion at the time. Yeah, Federalist. Augustus. Wish I could print that, but spread the word about why the Federalists are right. Compose your pamphlet with dragon argument tokens, which is the case. Yes, very well then. Shall I send this pamphlet to the presses? Why yes, when illuminated, read. I see that all the arguments who chosen to build the Constitution usually have significant influence on public opinion. Okay, I'm very persuasive. Where do I decide to traveling printing presses? Place mine in New York. It's a very anti-federalist state. I think the states have it covered. I just don't see what the big deal is. It's time for a change. Let's ratify already. Okay, so Pennsylvania's up. I mean, it's already up. New York. Yeah, okay. Connecticut, Massachusetts. Okay. New York is done. Delaware, ratified. Good. Delaware. Alright, they ratify it. 500 impact points. Nice. Okay. I don't like this where this debate is headed. For every flaw in the Constitution stalls, it creates 2 more. I offer my pamphleteering skills in the service of the Antifederalists. Connecticut. Ah! Okay. New Jersey. Georgia. Gets very Federalist. To talk to this guy. Randall Prince. He's a lawyer, that means he must be like a Federalist. Lawyer and politician, because lawyers support the Constitution. Oh, I'm so glad to find a fine gentleman in the convention. Can I ask you about your experience in the creation of the proposed Constitution? Honestly, I started thinking out we could fix the Articles of Federation, but as soon as the real work of the convention began, I quickly found it was going to be impossible. Is there anything about the proposed Constitution that makes you uncomfortable? The new Constitution fails to address slavery in any real way. It doesn't end the slave trade, it doesn't tax the numbers on labor, so it fails on an economic and moral level. Doesn't it allow Congress to end the slave trade? Yes, it is not enough. In fact, it empowers the slave states by providing for greater representation by counting 3/5 of the slaves' population. We may have many more years of this awful practice. So you'd be an anti-federalist. No. Ah. Massachusetts, we know, is very hot. Robert Sherman, elder statesman. Okay. Greetings. Could I speak to you for a moment about the new Constitution that's out for debate? You look like a man who has opinions. I don't spare a few moments. I must warn you, though, I was in the room where it happened, in Philadelphia. The rights of the people were secured by thoughtful representation across both houses of Congress. States retain a critical role in people's lives. It is a good plan. He's a pro-statesman. The divide between large and small states was threatening to derail the new plan completely, so we had to find a compromise that would satisfy everyone. Small states want to all be represented equally in Congress, so create a Senate with 2 senators per state. Large houses demand representation based on population, so the House is using that kind of style representation. Basically, we were able to meet the needs of all states by creating a balance. So yeah, it's... Oh no, he's a Federalist. And this is a 3/5, not 3/5, the Great Compromise. Representation. And this is pro, go on. If you look more into the details of the House and Senate, you will see that the plan creates a 9th size Congress. Anything smaller wouldn't be representative enough. Anything larger would be unmanageable. He's a Federalist. Hello. Connecticut is anti-Federalist. No, I hate that law. Massachusetts went down. Okay. Okay. Equal representation in the Senate. Yes. Okay, publish. That's very well then. Shall we send this pamphlet to pieces? See, this pamphlet is short, so not. I don't suppose you collect more arguments I could use to strengthen your position. No, I have a lot of ones that aren't. No, stop. Ah. No. Place it down in North Carolina. Good points, I'm convinced. Does any of this even matter? I like the Constitution keeps the House at a manageable size. Pennsylvania ratified. Jersey ratified it. Georgia ratified it. Okay. Oh, Georgia is really large. Okay. Okay. Massachusetts. Try to get the South swayed. Georgia is already on my side, but I'm gonna try South Carolina. Jonathan King, wealthy planter and politician. He's a planter. Rural South Carolina. Excuse me, sir, could you speak to me about your perspectives on the Constitution? You look to be a man of wealth and taste. Why, thank you. And yes, I own a few plantations across the South. I've been active in politics of ratification. How can I help you? Appropriate. I do. As it now stands in the articles, states are unable to do much of anything as part of the Confederation. There's no United Nation, no way to act as a country. So there's a ring to it. Just do what's described we achieve in the Constitution. Come on. Okay, so he's on my side. Virginia, I haven't gotten New Hampshire yet. Let's try this guy. Where is he? Nathaniel Cask. Merchant and farmer. Yeah, you'd be a Federalist. Hello, sir. I hear that you were headed to a state ratification convention. How do you think about this proposed constitution? It's a mixed bag, to be honest. I started out with many reasons to oppose it, but as I learn and think more, I'm just not too sure. Both sides have really good points. What changed your mind? It's hard to point just one thing, really. I'm starting to see that many of the opposition looking at chaos and personal gain more than good government, which is disappointing. I want us to keep moving forward. How's Constitution helping? It's hard to find anyone who thinks the current plan is working. The Constitution addresses many issues like lack of leadership and necessary powers to act as a nation. Thank you for your time. So I can sway New Hampshire. Maryland. I mean, it's still in my majority. Okay. This, sounds good, but try to keep things fresh. Consider using arguments that you haven't published to keep your readers interested. Which I already have used. Oh, jeez, Maryland is under the Antifederalists. Alright. I'm gonna put it in Maryland. To get rid of his influence, I need to get rid of it. We'll change everything. Most excellent arguments. They hit the nail on the head with this one. Okay, good. Maryland's under my control again. Ugh, Connecticut rejected! Damn it! Maryland ratified. I need to work faster. The Antifederalists need only 3 more states. Charleston, North Carolina, New Hampshire. I need to keep swaying New Hampshire. New Hampshire and Virginia. Constance Hillary, daughter of wealthy politician from New York. Hello, miss. Is your mother father nearby? I'd love to chat with them about the debate over the new Constitution. People think I'm too young to understand what's going on back here, but I pay attention. My father's a staunch anti-federalist and a powerful one at that. But I have my own mind too. What do you want to know? I have plenty of opinions. Not hardly. In the matter against the House, I haven't heard one good argument against adding a Bill of Rights. It'd be a disaster to have the Constitution ratified without that one. Why disaster? Who do you think is going to protect your rights? The new federal government? Give me a break. We have to list things out so we can protect ourselves. It's pretty obvious. I even have my rights to self, my parents to respect. Okay. Oh wait. It's been very enlightening. Thank you. Alright. Let's see what he I hate that laugh. Carolina. Lucy Wharton. Okay. Wealthy farmer and writer. Good evening, Madam. I'm trying to understand how people around here think about the new Constitution. Would you have time for a chat? Share your perspective on the debate. How much time do you have? This new plan of the government's a travesty and goes against all the principles that led to our independence in the first place. It creates a 3-headed monster that eats our liberty. Puts America's liberty at risk. The so-called Constitution fails to guard against the dangerous intrusions of power in so many instances I can't even list them. If we've done this which should be protected, how will we be safe from an all-too-powerful government? We won't. So a list could be made. Would that make you feel better? The states have a Bill of Rights, so the new federal government should. Listing things like freedom of the press and freedom of speech will guarantee that they are protected from and by the government. It's not that hard to do. Thank you. No, stop it. Stop it, dude. Okay. Haven't really gotten any good arguments. Very interesting composition indeed. I believe this will have moderate sway of public opinion, but I suspect one or more of those arguments don't support the cause. Take South Carolina. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Sway the opinion. Exactly what saying my friend. It's just pitiful. We can learn a lot from this. Really? South Carolina. No. There we have all the states. Constitution rejected. They've pretty much won. This dude is just too good. Okay, I gotta get back to North Carolina. Screw it out. Molly Johnson, clan mother from the Mohawk tribe. Okay. Good day, ma'am. I'm traveling this nation to better understand the debate over the proposed constitution. Do you have time to share your opinions? It's refreshing you want the opinion of a woman. I'm a member of the Mohawk tribe, widow of a British officer and now live in Canada. America has been nothing but a threat to my people since the Revolution. Of course I must be one for the pigs who are half the population. My country isn't really listening to them or giving them political rights. Our people take a different approach. Women select the chiefs and can remove them. We also need men for making tribal decisions. So it's definitely different. Right, so let's talk about democracy and better representation on the Constitution. Well, this is a good argument for the Constitution. It's pretty one-sided, isn't it? Yes, it's only true for the men. Supporters and opponents of the Constitution are forgetting the ladies. Okay, New Hampshire, Elizabeth Barron. Wealthy young woman. G'day, young lady. You wouldn't be interested in chatting with me about the proposed constitution, would you? Fun. I had the finest time last week debating a few silly Antifederalists over dinner. Of course, I'm back in the plan. It creates a strong government of 3 branches, and General Washington would make a lovely president, don't you think? What makes the proposed government stronger? Well, there are any number of things that improve from the current mess created by the Articles of Confederation. Congress is much more developed and has better terms. Well, the White House will have 2-year terms rather than 1-year terms. That's better because they have more time to learn the job and be good at it. We want competent folks, don't we? Yes. Thank you. Your insights are much appreciated. Much better. What an illuminating read. I see that all the arguments chose to support the Constitution. It shows significant influence on public opinion. No. You can argue more about democracy in this. It's a great pamphlet on the points. It's really improving what they're doing with the House terms. Exact opposite. The states have decided to reject the Constitution. Well, rip. I suck. You're gonna be so disappointed in me. Hey, Mr. Buffy. Old friend, good to see you once again. It's been almost 3 years since we began a campaign to wrap up the Constitution. There's still no Constitution. The Federalists was too dumb, and lastly, all stubborn bunch. However, you may be encouraged to note the real story of what happened in America between 1787 and 1790 played out somewhat differently. I'm talking about the one recorded in the history books. So what really happened? Here's a recap. Delaware was the first to ratify in December 1787 and was quickly followed by Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. But there was still some doubt about the chances of getting enough additional states on board, for many came down to that pesky issue of the Bill of Rights. But with the Bill of Rights now? That's right, it started with the Massachusetts Compromise. The Antifederalists agreed to support the Constitution on the condition they'd be allowed to recommend amendments that would go into effect later. As soon as that came to light in early 1788, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, and New Hampshire voted to ratify. So at least 4 states, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. I'm guessing they eventually caught up. They did after 2 more years of deliberation, but ratification was the beginning of the story. Elections for the many new federal positions had to be held. This included election of President George Washington. I take it one easily? That's an understatement. He secured every vote. Anyway, the new government didn't really kick off until March of 1789. The new Congress got right to work passing laws that would help continue to shape our government for generations to come. But the Bill of Rights. In 1789, the new Congress discussed 19 amendments, but only adopted 12. It wasn't until 1791 that 10 amendments we know today as the Bill of Rights were ratified by the states. What did the new government mean? In another instance, a compromise negotiation, the capital was moved from New York to Washington, D.C. in 1791, and the rest, as they say, is history. Augustus, rejection of the Constitution, 12 argument tokens, Federalists, 2400, 12 out of 14 stars. Okay, well, I failed.